Namibia feels like another planet. Towering dunes rise hundreds of feet into the sky. The Atlantic Ocean crashes against one of the world's loneliest coastlines, and wildlife somehow survives in landscapes where almost nothing should live. The colors alone seem impossible. Burnt orange against pale blue sky, white salt pans glowing beneath the midday sun, and coastlines where thick gray fog swallows everything whole. It is a country of silence, enormous distances, and extraordinary contrasts, where every journey reveals a completely different world. And once you've seen it, no other place quite compares. What makes Namibia so extraordinary? Namibia is one of Africa's largest countries, yet one of its least populated. That means there is something increasingly rare in today's world: space. Vast, uninterrupted, breathtaking space. Where other countries are defined by their cities, Namibia is defined by its emptiness. And that emptiness is the entire point. It stretches across nearly 825,000 square kilometers, yet fewer than 3 million people call it home. Entire regions exist where you can drive for hours without passing another vehicle. From the world's oldest desert to one of Africa's richest wildlife reserves, Namibia protects landscapes that have remained largely unchanged for millions of years. Every region feels different. Every road leads somewhere unexpected. The north is warm and lush compared to the south. The coast is cold, wild, and haunted. The interior is a sea of rock, dust, and golden light. No single photograph can capture what this country is. You have to move through it slowly, mile by mile, to begin to understand. And that is exactly what makes Namibia unforgettable. Sossusvlei, the world's oldest desert. The Namib Desert is believed to be the oldest desert on Earth. Some scientists estimate it has remained dry for more than 55 million years, long before humans ever walked the planet. At Sossusvlei, enormous dunes rise from the desert floor like frozen waves. Some reach nearly 400 meters. Standing at the base of one and looking upward, you feel genuinely small in a way that very few natural places can make you feel. The climb to the top is breathless and difficult, but the view from the ridge, a sea of red sand rolling in every direction, is unlike anything else on Earth. A white clay pan scattered with ancient camelthorn trees. They died somewhere between 600 and 700 years ago, suffocated when the dunes shifted and cut off the water supply. Yet the desert has preserved them almost perfectly, blackened by the sun, but still standing. Their twisted silhouettes rise against blinding white ground and a deep blue sky, creating an image so stark it looks painted rather than real. Few landscapes on Earth feel as surreal as this: the Skeleton Coast. Just when you think Namibia couldn't become more unusual, the desert reaches the ocean. The Skeleton Coast has earned one of the most haunting names in Africa, and it deserves every syllable of it. Cold Atlantic currents create dense fog that rolls onto the shore almost every day, swallowing the coastline whole and reducing visibility to almost nothing. The air here smells of salt and something older, something wilder. For centuries, ships became trapped here. Sailors who survived the wrecks found themselves stranded on one of the most remote and inhospitable coastlines on the planet, hundreds of miles from the nearest settlement, surrounded by desert. Many still remain, their rusting hulls slowly disappearing beneath the sand, consumed by time and tide, becoming part of the landscape itself. Despite its harsh conditions, life flourishes here in extraordinary numbers. Thousands of Cape fur seals gather along the beaches, one of the largest colonies anywhere in the world. The noise, the smell, the sheer chaos of thousands of animals packed together on a cold, foggy shore is an experience completely unlike a typical wildlife encounter. Jackals patrol the shoreline, ever watchful, picking their moments. Brown hyenas move through the mist at night, and the fog itself provides precious moisture for lichens, succulents, and desert beetles that have adapted to survive where almost nothing else can, harvesting water from the air itself. Etosha National Park. While Namibia is famous for its deserts, it is also home to one of Africa's greatest wildlife destinations, Etosha National Park. At the center of the park lies an enormous salt pan, roughly 120 kilometers long, so vast it can be seen from space. For most of the year, it is blinding white and completely empty. but its presence shapes everything around it. Hundreds of species depend on these few remaining sources of water. Zebras, wildebeest, springbok, kudu, oryx, all arriving, mixing, watching one another across the waterhole's edge. It creates some of the most intimate and intense wildlife viewing anywhere on the continent. And unlike many parks, you can watch it all from a floodlit waterhole at night, sitting in complete silence as the drama unfolds in front of you. Most people expect Namibia to be nothing more than sand dunes. But every new landscape tells a completely different story. And we're only halfway through the journey. Wildlife that defies the desert. Perhaps Namibia's greatest surprise is not the landscape, it's the wildlife. Over thousands of years, animals here have adapted to survive extraordinary conditions that would kill most creatures within days. These are not ordinary animals, they are something rarer, survivors shaped by one of the harshest environments on the planet. Desert elephants travel vast distances searching for hidden water, reading landscapes that look empty to human eyes. They are smaller than their savanna cousins, with broader feet and a learned knowledge of the land passed down through generations. Oryx, that iconic animal with long, straight horns, can withstand extreme heat that would be fatal to most large mammals, regulating their body temperature in ways that scientists are still studying. Even lions have learned to hunt across dry riverbeds and open desert, covering enormous territories and surviving on far less than lions anywhere else on Earth. Cheetahs move through the open plains of the south. Brown hyenas haunt the skeleton coast. Rare black-faced impala exist here and almost nowhere else on Earth. Few places demonstrate nature's resilience so clearly or so humbly. Spitzkop and ancient landscapes. Rising from the desert floor, Spitzkop looks almost impossible. These granite mountains are more than 120 million years old, worn into smooth domes and jagged peaks by wind and time. Local people call it the Matterhorn of Africa, though it belongs entirely to its own landscape. There is nothing European about it. It rises alone from the flat desert, sudden and dramatic, casting long shadows across the gravel plains below. Long before modern civilizations existed, indigenous sand communities sheltered among these rocks. They knew these places intimately. Every cave, every spring, every seasonal path. Ancient rock paintings can still be found today, preserved in sheltered overhangs. Geometric patterns, human figures, animals. A visual language left behind by people who understood this land far better than any visitor ever could. The silence here is remarkable. There are no cities, no highways, no distant hum of traffic or industry. Only wind moving across stone that has stood unchanged for millions of years, and the occasional cry of a bird circling far overhead. Namibia's night sky. When darkness arrives, Namibia becomes even more extraordinary. With almost no light pollution across most of the country, Namibia is recognized as one of the finest stargazing destinations anywhere on Earth. The Namib Nature Reserve has been designated an international dark sky reserve, one of only a handful in the entire world, and the sky above it is astonishing. It is a reminder of how much we have lost in modern cities. The sky our ancestors navigated by, told stories beneath, and felt connected to. Most people alive today have never truly seen it. Here, it returns. And how rare true darkness has become. The ultimate road trip destination. Perhaps the best way to experience Namibia is simply to drive. The roads stretch for hundreds of miles, many of them gravel, unpaved, and wonderfully empty. A good map, a reliable 4x4, and enough water and fuel can take you places that feel genuinely untouched. Small towns appear and disappear. Remote lodges sit at the ends of long tracks with no sign pointing the way. The journey itself becomes the destination. One day you're climbing giant dunes at sunrise, legs burning, lungs working hard in the thin, dry air. The next you're standing beside the Atlantic Ocean, watching fog roll in from the south and feeling the cold breath of the Benguela current on your face. Then suddenly you're watching elephants cross a dry riverbed, moving quietly through the dust 50 meters from your vehicle, completely unbothered by your presence. Few countries reward slow travel more than Namibia. There is no rush here, no sense that you need to reach somewhere by a certain time or pack 10 sites into a single day. The distances encourage patience. Every mile reveals another landscape, another surprise, another reason to keep going. If Namibia is on your travel bucket list, tell us which place amazed you the most. And if you enjoy discovering the world's most extraordinary destinations, subscribe and join us for the next adventure.